My role 40 years ago was that of co-founding the Children's Cancer Institute with my dear friend John Luff. Annette and I and our 3 children were living in a small country Queensland town. Not at any time did we think that there was going to be a change take place in our lives until one day we discovered that Helen was not well, our 6-year-old daughter, and overnight and without warning we found ourselves here at the Sydney Children's Hospital in Sydney, where Helen was diagnosed with leukaemia. There really wasn't any major treatment option. Well, it was very experimental. There was no research work being done, and most of the children did not survive. It was about that time that I met John and Margaret Luff. John's son Robbie was being treated for leukaemia at the same time as our Helen. John and I were members of Apex Australia, and so John successfully embarked on a fundraising campaign Australia-wide that raised $1.3 million. Sadly, at that time, John and Margaret's son Robbie did not survive. So it became very, very important that we start to put together a program that would see the establishment of a research centre primarily and exclusively into childhood cancer. What we have today is this magnificent centre that is established now here in Sydney, where Michelle Haber and Murray Norris and Maria Cavallaris and of course Bernard Stewart were our first staff members in that centre. This past 40 years has seen a transformation in how we treat children with cancer.
Zero childhood cancer is an expression of our vision, our mission at Children's Cancer Institute. 50 years ago, almost every child who was diagnosed with cancer died of their disease. Now, the survival rates for childhood cancer are up around 80%. What we do at the Institute is focused on getting the results out of the laboratory and into the clinic, working with the clinicians in partnership to improve those survival rates. Our vision, our goal, is to take that through our research programs down from 3 children who are dying to 2 children and then to 1 child, and ultimately to 0 children dying of cancer. Our vision is one day to cure 100% of children with cancer.
That if we are able to raise the funds to allow our doctors and scientists to cure childhood cancer, then the circumstances of our families experienced in those early years would be changed forever. Well, John, how right you were. And John, how significantly they have changed.
As I said, we all came to the party, and we ended up raising $1.3 million, which we're pretty ecstatic about.
Their vision was to have an organisation that would be dedicated to improving treatments for all children with cancer. And as Murray said, it was their commitment, their dedication, their vision that have become our foundation story.